Hello. Hi. Well, I hope everything's okay with you guys. All love you. I'm still here. As you can hear the noise of the sea. Yeah, today in this early afternoon, it's a little agitated. Yeah, the Mediterranean is a little agitated this morning or this early afternoon. Probably later on it's gonna be more calm. But right now the tide is a little strong. Not as strong as normally it is when you have storms, but yes. I already have a bath. Already got inside the water and I will enjoy the waves. But then from yesterday I decided to come here today and probably do my last video on my dreams in here, okay? Because I just have another 6 days to go and then I will be going back to London. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna tell you another of my experiences, my extra body experiences. So this one happens some years ago in London. So I decided to do that video here because the environment is completely opposite what my dream was, okay? Actually, this one was more, I'm gonna describe it more as remote viewing, not actually a dream, because I had a confirmation of that, or a validation actually of the dreams some year later, okay? So I'm impressed by the waves. So in my experience, I was walking in a place in London. It was a square private or closed square place. There were buildings around. In the middle there were a big space and some island on the middle. So I think the salt of the sea is getting to my throat. I'm considering the possibility of this remote view experience being such a danger one, probably, because it involves genetic experimentation. Probably that's why my body is reacting like this. Anyway, so I walk into that square and then I pay attention on everything as I walk in. I walk in by because this square was like just one car entrance, okay, one road only to get inside the square. and they were on top. Let me connect it completely. Let me do, if you know London, it was 1 or 2 roads up the Thames, okay, going toward north. So the entrance of the road was by the side of the Thames, and the pathway for pedestrians was on top, on the opposite side. I came into the square from the path walk, okay? So at the entrance there were like a gate, but open gate, no doors, nothing on the gate, just like something on top, like what can I say that, like a gate really. So there was a square gate, okay, and on top also there was something. So I came in the square by this open, this pathway gate, and then I walk around. I saw the road. I thought it's still okay. I saw the road. I'm just crying. You see? And then I walk towards one of the buildings in front of me, in front of this pathway entrance, okay? I got inside the building. I opened it was a glazed door. I opened this door and I got up. There's a big fish. Wow. So I got up from the stairs. They had a lift also, but I didn't want to take the lift. So I took the stairs and climbed to the second floor. And then there were a corridor. There were a corridor in this, And then I went inside the corridor. I got in the corridor, walking past one door on the left, and then on the right there were a door that was me supposed to get inside that door. I managed to open that door and got in, and there were another small corridor inside. It's like a whole entrance, and I saw there were some way to get to the left, but I took the right, and then they had another door for one room, and then I got inside that room. When I got inside that room on the left, I saw it was like a laboratory, okay? And I saw many boxes. It's like a glass boxes, small boxes, okay? Not very large and not very big and not very tall, but like I suppose it was about 40 centimeters, each of them to half a meter, each of them. And in each of them there were creatures, small creatures. Looks like insects, but at the same time they had the feature of humans. They had the face of humans, but the body were like insects, like lizards, like things like this. And they were trying to talk to me. They were making some grunting, like sounds like this, but they were trying to communicate with me. They were trying to, I noticed they were trying to say something to me, and then I was paying attention and I said, okay, I know what's going on here. I'm gonna try to help. I'm gonna try to raise the awareness of people about what's happening here. And then they were glowing also because it was dark in the night, so they were glowing like some of them were like a bluish color, and some of them they were glowing like a silver color. Do you understand? So these creatures they had some humanity on it, some knowledge, some way of thinking, some awareness. That's what I'm gonna say. They had some awareness on them, but they were not able to speak like we do. They didn't have this ability of probably not the proper develop proper chords, vocal cords to speak, but they were making sounds, and then but they were very aware of what was going on there. Oh, another car. So when I saw it, I said, oh my God, there's something going on here. But then I had noise. And then I fled from the room. I opened the door and I managed to get off and go to the stairs again and run because I know they were going to come after me. I managed to get out of the building, and then there were a delivery van on the middle by then. When I got in, they were not van at all, but when I got out, this van was there, and the door was open. The front doors were open, and then the back door also was open. So what I did is, when I got out and I sensed that they were following me, I hide myself behind the door of the van. And then I cut in the van and hide myself behind the door. I didn't close the door because I didn't want to make them aware where I was. And then I saw them, okay? I managed to saw them, and they were very tall, about 2 meters, very slim. Their color were like bluish color, the skin, and the hair was very white, very yellowish white, very clear yellow, like white, but a little, you know, the tones of yellow on it. And they had some kind of a gun inside the hands, but the gun was very small, very square and small. I pay attention to it, and they were laser, okay? So they guessed that I was behind the van. So they came towards the van, okay? And then I run from the where I was behind them, behind the van. So I run towards the entrance, the road entrance, okay? The car entrance, not the other one, because when I pay attention, one was coming towards the van, another one was going from where I came in, from the pathway entrance. Suppose that I run to the pathway entrance, but I just took myself behind the van, but the other one was clever. And they come to catch me, and and he fired in the direction of the van. But then when I run to the entrance of the road, the car road, the car road, I said, okay, now I'm giving up, because you know they have the gun is laser, they can catch me wherever I am. So I run towards the entrance, and then I saw about 3 or 4 people come in my direction, and one of them were taller, like the suit, but he was dressing in what it's like a sand, you know, the color of the sand, like this color here, yeah, the color of this stone is like a beige color. It was his suit was like this, and he was very tall, and he had a bird. He had a very white bird on him, very short one, not long, and his hair was like a yellowish hair, but very dark yellowish, like a brown hair, but a little lighter than brown. And then he came towards me and he took me in his arms. When he took me in his arms, the other guys, because the other one, when they saw they weren't firing towards me, he came back. So there were two now, but then they didn't have power over this big old guy that was with me in his arms. So they had not power to hurt me at that moment. So just they disappear like in the air, like nothing was there anymore. So this guy and the other three took me outside from that place towards the road and drove me. They took me to that the road, that the parallel road there, so I can escape myself. And then I wake up in my bed. Okay, I didn't know what to do with that information. I kept this information to myself for a long time, meditating in it, thinking, oh my God, what is going on? What can I do with that information? Why they show me this? What can I do with this? I can't do anything. I can. Why they are showing me this? Today I don't have the answer. Until today I don't have the answer. I don't know why. To be honest with you, I don't know why. Okay? But the amazing thing is, later, in 2019, I was going around London, visiting some churches, okay? I decided to visit a lot of churches in 2019. It was my lucky because 2020 we were not able to go anywhere. So I spent every single weekend and during the week also, one day in the week and during the weekend, visiting some churches. So I decided to visit a special church, the Templar Church, from the what's the name of these people? Oh God. Probably it's good for me not remember. Okay, the one that was the Crusades. Okay, the Templar in London is the church of the Crusade people. Okay, the one that was coming to Israel, to Jerusalem, to liberate Jerusalem at the time of the Crusades. So this temple is very, very old and belongs to that people. So I was going around trying to find that temple, and then suddenly I got to that walkway entrance, and then when I got to the middle of the square, I look around, and then it was like a flash in my brain. Oh God, that is the place. Jesus Almighty, that is the place. What the heck? People, I sat down on the pavement and I was there for about 15 minutes trying to guess what the heck was going on. Why do I have to remember that dream in that square? And the square was exactly the same. Just one entrance for cars and that entrance that I came in on foot. And then just was, you know, like, it was like, you see, I showed something that happened around here some time ago, and just to validate that every dream like this that you have got, there is a meaning, there is a message. I think that's the only thing I can guess today about that dream, because I can't do nothing with that information. I have no power to say anything. I have no voice to tell anything about it, because I don't know nothing about this, you know, this experimenting in DNA experimentation. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about insemination. It's not. I'm not a doctor. I'm not nothing. It's not my field. So that information was given to me for some reason, but I don't know what reason is it. So yes, There is experimentation going on in our planet that you don't have no idea. And they gave me that information, and I don't know what to do with that information. So this was about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and until today, I don't know. I had the information, I had the dream, I validated the place. This place exists, is in London. But probably it was that place, but in a spiritual level, not in a physical level. God knows. So here you go, another crazy, crazy experimentation of my inner self, my guides or whoever it is, that give me that this experience. And again, I'm gonna ask you, do you have anything like this? Have you had any information like this? Have you had any dreams like this? Get in touch with me, please, so we can exchange information and maybe can learn something or do something about it anyway. Or probably just let it slip away, you know. And yeah, and do nothing, just absorb the information and share with people that you know have the same experiences like we do. But yes, that is another one. Okay, I will say goodbye and wishing you good Sunday, because today is Sunday. And you know, the sea is beautiful, and probably that's my last video on dreams here in Cyprus. Next one will be probably in my bedroom or in my house in London. God bless you, keep you safe, and me also. So I will see you next time. Okay, now is a challenge to turn off this phone. Okay, bye bye.